Welcome and welcome back. I'm Martin, and today I would like to show you a wonderful library that the fantastic people of Bela D Media sent me as an NFR copy. It's the vocal tools Soprano, and I would say we just start having listened to it. So what did you just hear? I did nothing too fancy here. I just implanted it in two things that I thought might be fantastic with this voice that really inspired me. The first was this classical orchestral piece, and here I just used the Orchestral Essentials. There's the sordino strings, the small violas and violins, the basses, the brass and the woodwinds, and on top, obviously, the fantastic voice from this library. We'll listen only to the voice now. Always puts a smile on my face. That's so incredible. The second bit then was a little more cinematic, let's say. So I used from Spitfire Audio the cinematic pads. I used the soft string spurs, the scoring guitars, laps, the lap steel, the staccato strings. So if even here we have a very quick listen only to the track without the voices. But you see, even on a sound like this, the voices are just great. So even here we'll have a listen to the voices. What I did here, by the way, I combined the Soprano, which is the library that I review today, with the One Audition, always from Bela D Media, because in my opinion the tenor and the soprano, they just do magic if you hear them together. Listen to this. Okay, now I have an example here where I let only the voices sing.
Confutatis maledictis, et pernis inferni, confutatis maledictis.
And I think with this last example, you see how great it is. So what does this library do? They sampled phrases from various singers, from the bass to the tenor to the soprano. And you have the phrase. So I can go here. You have the key switches. I just choose one phrase, like in this case, okay? And then you play.
Confutatis maledictis.
But the cool thing is you have the red keys, which are the key switches, which is the first, and then you have the steps, the step 1, step 2, step 3, and every step is a different note. So you create a phrase like this with the various syllables, and then you can really play with this just like this.
Confutatis maledictis, confutatis maledictis.
And this is great. This is really great. I have another example here. Here I have Libera me, which on the first step I have the whole Libera me. I did the same thing with the tenor. This is why we had this fantastic duet singing. Then on the second step I have Bera me, and on the third step I have me, and if I play then 3 notes I get this effect. You see? Libera me. This is wonderful, this is wonderful. And you have obviously here in the soprano, this is why I divided it, you have various, you have two instruments. In the one you have all these elements here. You have the misericordia, you have the omnipotence, you have the requiem aeternam, and you have a female breath. And on the other one, the other instrument, which are both part of the same library, you have Agnus Dei, Benedictus, Confutatis Maledictis, De Pendeponis Inferni, and Libera Me. So you have many, many, many phrases that you can build and that you can play with. And if you would like to create then your own phrases, then you just take these elements. I did a little example here, like this. You can't tell the words really that come out, but it's not just like A or O. It's really... And then here, of course, you can see you have the attack and the release. You can, on this interface, easily choose how quick the sound goes in, and when you release the key, how long it sounds afterwards. It's fantastic. You have the EQ, you have the gain, you have the built-in reverb, which you can even switch up if you want. You then just send it on a bus, put your own reverb in to make it fit within your orchestra or whatever. So in my opinion, a really, really wonderful library if you need just a singing voice. And as I said, from Bela D Media, you get various voices. They have even ethnic stuff. They have all this lyrical stuff. Wonderful sounds, wonderful library. I'm working on a piece at the moment using this library, which I will publish once it's ready. And I think here comes now my score for this library. In my opinion, if we start with the playability, it's a 4 out of 5 for one reason. When you fire it up, there's nothing on the keys. You can't play right away. You have first to decide, the key switch, the first, and then the steps and the syllables. But from there on, it's really playable. So it's just at the beginning, you have to choose your steps. The general user interface, it's a 5 out of 5. It's beautiful and it's easy. It's really easy. There are just these 4 knobs, the 5 sliders, very, very easy to use. Fun is 5 out of 5 because it's really fun to play with it. Which brings us to inspiration. Inspiration is 5 out of 5. If I would have had more time, I think I would have come up with another 4 or 5 ideas just where to place this lyrical voice. Where I wasn't even sure at the beginning if I would ever have a chance to use it. Yes, there will be many, many possibilities to use it. The price, in my opinion, is a 5 out of 5. It's $49 for the full version, or $10 if you take the one audition, where you get one phrase, you can get used to it, you can listen to it, and then if you upgrade, these $10 will be completely accredited. So price 5 out of 5. The RAM usage is a 4 out of 5, which depends on the phrases you use. So it starts using 12 megabyte, which is nothing. And then as you start to create phrases, like in this case, it comes up to 125 megabyte. So for 3 voices in all, I use something around 200. So it's good. It's good. And the sound, in my opinion, is a 5 out of 5 because it's just great. I mean, the sound is just great. We'll just listen again to the Libera Me. incredible. Yeah, and that's it from my side. I hope you like the new format of my reviews, where at the beginning there's only a piece, no blubbering. Then I get into the details. I speak a little bit about the library. At the end, I give my points. This is how I would like to do my reviews in the future. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. If you have suggestions, leave them in the comments. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please just subscribe to my channel. I reached the 800 subscribers, which makes me really happy. So please then just help me to reach 1000 as the next step. And yeah, see you in the next video. Quite sure it will be finally my how I made my entry for the collab song. And yeah, that's it. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a nice evening. Make good music. See you next time. Bye bye.